Hello everyone, welcome to the next session with me, Learner, on Django tutorial, and I thank you for joining again. So today we are going to talk about add a home page. Now we have done almost like four things which we are related to the web page. We started displaying the values in the web page. We started working on the linking the pages. We have worked on the master page. Now we are working on the home page. So what are the steps which are required for the home page? We create a home page in the template. So we create a file with the home.html in the templates folder. We update the view to response to the home page request. So we update the view to have a function, um, a Python function on which we can work or which can respond to the home page request. And then we update the URL so that when the request comes in, it is routed to the correct page. So these are the three steps, and we are going to do that. But these are not only the three things that I've worked on today. I'll be showing you some more part of it, some more highlighted part of the example where I have tried giving you more, and we will be working on creating that part of the template furthermore, because I'm giving you the basic one at the moment on the top bar, but then we'll be working on the other ones as well. So there are two things that I wanted to mention before I start. I have been working on with two different pages, which is there in the W3 school. I've been working on the Django add main index page. That's one thing that I've been working on. So I'm using this same tutorial to create my examples. And the second thing is I have to work on the CSS part, the fixed menu on the top. I've used this link, which is again from W3 school. So my focus is to keep on using both the things and make this site a complete site at the end. So let's see how much we can complete, but this is how we're progressing, and this is what we are going to do. So let's come back to the code very quickly. So this was the code. So we already had the home page, but I made some changes in the home page. I said that in any of the child pages, we have the master page. In any of the child pages, you don't require the complete HTML body. What you require is you require the sections for making the changes or the blocks. So the first thing that I've done is I've written that it extends the master page that we were using in the previous example as well. The second thing is we are using those blocks of the master page. So here I'm writing down in the title, Dev K Learner homepage. So you remember the title. Title is what comes here on one of the tabs. So that's what we have done in the title. The other part is the block, which is the block content. So I've written down hello learner. So you can see the same thing coming in here. And welcome is the second message that we had. So this is again H2. I'll make it H3 because one thing is highlighted. So this becomes smaller, and I'll just save all. All I have to do is come back, make it refresh, and it will show you the difference. Oh, it refused. Why did it refuse it? Because my server was not running. So if I take you back to the pie chart, you will see that the server is not running. So for that, what I'm going to do is py manage.py run server, and I will hit enter. The moment I hit enter, you will see that the server starts running, and when I come here, everything becomes fine then. So you can see this is where it is talking about H2, this is H3. And I still feel that it requires some margin on the left side as well. We can do that, I'll do that in the different example. Now this is how we have created everything in the master page, and that's how the design is going on. But in order to call the home page, what we have done is we have gone into the view. So that's the view file that I'm working on. So I have the same open here. So in the view, I have created another function or another method called home, which is taking the request, and then it is taking me to this HTML page. So if the request comes for the home, it will go into this HTML page. Now, in order to map it, I had to work on the URL as well. So I went into the same URL, and in the URL it said that if there is no values being given, we need to write on views.home and name is equal to home. So this is where if we don't write on anything, it will take us to the home page. So that's another part in the URL pattern that we have added. So after doing this, what is happening is if we don't even pass anything there, the request lands here and then it tries to find out, it says home dot views.home. So it goes to views.home and then name is equal to home. So it comes to this page where it displays, or where it calls the master page first and then it displays the page. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the master page, because I've started working on the header as well as the footer part of it. So where will I write down the header and the footer? It should be just above the content. So the head, anything that you want to add in the header or the footer would be on uh, this part of it, would not be in this part of it, surrounding it. And the beauty of the master page is if I have created a master page, but then I wanted I have created a master page in this example, but if I've not created the master page, then the header and the footer would be on the same page. And if it is on the same page, what will happen is if there is any change that I have to make in the header or footer, I'll have to go to individual pages and then make the changes. But what this master page is doing is I make the changes only in the master page and it gets included in all of them. All of them, that is employees details, all employees and home pages, all three pages in the one go. So I think I did something wrong there. Yeah, so that was the block code again. So that's what I was trying to show you about the master page. In order to show you the toolbar on the top, I have used this part here where I'm writing down div topnav. The class is active for the one which remains active, and the other one I've not given the class name, so it is normally following any class name that we have for the A. So topnav A is giving you the design of the this part of the topnav. A is for act. A is for act. Anything which is written in the A part there. So this is ahref, where we are writing down the code which will help us in sending the values. So if somebody clicks on the home, I'm sending it to two dots. So two dot means that it will remove everything from the URL. It will only keep the basic URL, like the way that we see here. So if you see the URL, this is the basic URL where we are not having anything after the URL with slashes. But if I go to the all employees, you will see we have demo one. And if I go to the employees detail, I have demo one employees detail. So those things are not there. So if I land to this page, this is where this is what would be active. So that is what is active. I wanted that when I click on all employees, the all employees should become active, but that is not happening at the moment. We'll be doing that in the upcoming demos. I'll click on home again. And this is how we are putting in all the values. And this is where we are writing down the top navigation bar. So I've written down the classes and then we have created the top navigation bar. Similarly, I've created this div here to say that this is the footer. And in the footer, I've written down the statement reference for W3 schools. So you see reference from W3 schools, how to create CSS fixed menu. So I'm giving you that reference as well, what I'm following in order to work on it. Very soon, I'll be also giving you all complete steps, like the, excuse me, the one that I'm using in these examples. So it becomes easier for you to understand what I'm trying to do. But that is something that I'm planning for some time, but I'm not getting any time. So, excuse me, I'll try to get something for you in literature as well. Meanwhile, you can go to W3 schools and that's the text that you can use if you want. So now coming back to the code and the complete cycle, I'll take you back to the site. So here I am on the home page. I click here to see all the employees, or I can click here, whichever way I like it. So I click on all employees and it brings me to this page. I go to employees detail. It takes me here. Then I can go to all employees, or I can directly go to home. So that is the kind of things that I was trying to do by creating another a home page or a landing page for the site. With that, I come to the end of the session, and I thank you for listening and learning with me. I hope we have moved a bit forward in our learning. To contact me, write in YouTube comments or email me to divklearner@gmail.com. Once again, good day. Bye bye.